Solomon has a mysterious life, which is affecting the current world. His beliefs, magic, philosophy are all debatable. Even though he himself worshipped Jehovah, the god of a minority sect, he had no reason to deny his subjects their own gods. He even retained his own beliefs in the divine forces of nature, no matter who or what was at the head of them. Veneration of the primary female deity was of long standing in Canaan, where she took the form of the goddess Ashtoreth. She was equivalent to Ishtar, the major goddess of the Mesopotamians, whose Sumerian temple was at Uruk, the biblical Erech, modern Walker. In nearby Syria and Phoenicia the same goddess was Astarte. The Holy of Holies, or inner sanctuary, in Solomon's temple was deemed to represent the womb of Ashtoreth, alternatively called Asherah, as mentioned several times in the Old Testament. Ashtoreth was openly worshipped by the Israelites until the 6th century BC. As the Lady Asherah, she was the supernal wife of El, the supreme male deity, and they were together the divine couple. Their daughter was Anath, Queen of the Heavens, and their son, the King of the Heavens, was called He. As time progressed, the separate characters of El and He were merged to become Jehovah. Asherah and Anath were then similarly conjoined to become Jehovah's female consort, known as the Shekinah or Matronit. The name Jehovah is a late and somewhat anglicized transliteration of Yahweh, which is itself a form of the four-consonantal Hebrew stem YHWH into which two vowels have been rightly or wrongly interpolated. Originally, these four consonants, which only later became a sort of acronym for the one God, represented the four members of the heavenly family. Y represented El the Father, H was Asherah the Mother, W corresponded to He the Son, and H was the daughter Anath. In accordance with the royal traditions of the time and region, God's mysterious bride, the Matronit, was also reckoned to be his sister. In the Jewish cult of the Kabbalah, God's dual male-female image was perpetuated. Meanwhile, other sects perceived the Shekinah or Matronit as the female presence of God on earth. The divine marital chamber was the sanctuary of the Jerusalem temple, but from the moment the temple was destroyed, the Matronit was destined to roam the earth while the male aspect of Jehovah was left to rule the heavens alone. In practical terms, the cementing of the Hebrew ideal of the one, male, God did not actually occur until after their 70 years of captivity in Babylon, around 536 BC. When the Israelites were first deported there by Nebuchadnezzar, they were effectively disparate tribes belonging to at least two major ethnic streams, Israel and Judah, but they returned to the Holy Land with a common national purpose as Jehovah's chosen people. Most of what we now know as the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible, was first written down in Babylon. It is hardly surprising, therefore, that Sumerian and Mesopotamian stories were grafted onto the early Jewish cultural tradition, including accounts of the Garden of Eden, the Paradise of Eridu, the Flood, and the Tower of Babel. The patriarch Abraham had himself migrated to Canaan from Ur of the Chaldees. Alternatives to the Adam and Eve story in Genesis may be found in the writings of Greeks, Syrians, Egyptians, Sumerians and Abyssinians, ancient Ethiopians. In one version, Cain and Abel each had twin sisters, Luluwa and Aklemia. Elsewhere Seth had a sister called Noriah. Yet other accounts tell of Adam's first consort, Lilith, before he was enchanted by Eve. Lilith was handmaiden to the Matronit, and she left Adam because he tried to dominate her. Escaping to the Red Sea, she cried, "Why should I lie beneath you? I am your equal." A Sumerian terracotta relief depicting Lilith, dating from around 2000 BC, shows her naked and winged, standing on the backs of two lions. Although not a goddess in the traditional sense, her incarnate spirit was said to flourish in Solomon's most renowned lover, the Queen of Sheba. Lilith is described in the Book of the Esoteric Mandeans of Iraq as the daughter of the underworld. Throughout history to the present day she has represented the fundamental ethic of female opportunity. To sum all of these, the Shekinah glory, which represents God's manifest presence, is said to have dwelt in Solomon's temple. So when the temple was destroyed, the dwelling of the goddess left them. Probably Jews saw this as the female goddess did not protect her temple, and left the Jews. Then they demonized female figures like Lilith, Sheba, forgot their female goddess, and became prone to a male kind of single supreme deity.